Welcome to Monday, October 26, 2020. Well, that Arctic front certainly did not disappoint in terms of bringing a huge impact to the weather across the Intermountain West. Snowfall amounts very impressive along the Front Range of Colorado and southeastern Wyoming. A lot of southeastern Wyoming, western Nebraska, and the I-25 corridor of Colorado, especially from north of Denver to the Wyoming line. We have a lot of areas that got 10, 11, 12, 14, 15 inches of snow. A lot of the mountain areas, a foot and a half of snow. We saw significant snow and significant cold over the forest fires of southern Wyoming and the East Troublesome Fire and the Cameron Peak Fire and the other fires in Colorado. So hopefully this storm will do what the first one in early September did not do, and that was put it into the fire season. It's going to be an extremely cold start to the week. Arctic front continues to barrel south. They're going to see snow down in Arizona and New Mexico with this system, even West Texas. Now, it's going to be very cold through Tuesday. Tonight, we could be looking at record cold in some areas. But moderating temperatures are going to occur Monday through Friday. And actually, folks, you know what? After some really cold weather today and Tuesday, there really isn't much happening with the weather for a while. We might have a cold front come in Halloween weekend. It doesn't look like much at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on it. But otherwise, I think we're going to have some quiet weather. Just, it's going to be a lot colder. And actually, folks, more like it should be for late October heading into early November. This is where we are today. Just a classic setup with the big ridge in the eastern Pacific, allowing that door to open to the Arctic and allow that cold air to spill in. This guy right here will continue to spin around and get cut off from the main jet stream flow. And it's quite warm in the southeast United States. But when you get high pressure in the eastern Pacific, high pressure in the southeast United States, all the bad weather just gets bottled up over the Rockies and the northern and the central high plains. This is what precipitation looks like over the next 4 days. And you can see, look at all that moisture. They have not seen anything like that in a long time. In Arizona, New Mexico, the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles, into parts of Kansas, southeastern Colorado. That is the most moisture we have seen in a long time. And a lot of that, folks, is going to be in the form of snow. Look how far south into Texas and how far south into Arizona and New Mexico this snowy weather goes to. I mean, we're looking at record cold going all the way down to the Rio Grande. Look at those temperatures. These are temperatures relative to normal for noon today. So by noon today, Denver is going to be about 49 degrees below average. Lots of purple there, and look at all the cold, even into California. The cold air has spilled in with this Arctic front, a very impressive Arctic wave, even by late October standards. These are our forecasted overnight lows tonight and into tomorrow morning. These may be generous. You can see there's a minus 12 here in Laramie. We've got a minus 13 down into Walden, and you can see minus 17 around Craig and Steamboat. Some of those areas could get colder than that with clear skies tonight, extensive snow cover in the region. You know, by tomorrow morning, this whole area here is going to have snow on the ground, and that's going to make for a really, really cold night tonight. So we could see some 20 below zero temperatures. I think that's a possibility. Now, as we go through the week, though, things begin to improve. That low gets cut off from the main jet stream. That's why you're seeing that heavier moisture here. That heavier moisture is associated with the cutoff low as it drifts through the central and southern Rockies. You always have to watch these lows. They can be sneaky sometimes and slip north. But right now, we think it's going to stay south of I-70. Looking at, believe it or not, another tropical system headed up towards the Gulf Coast before the week is over, believe it or not. Let's hope it's not too bad. As we go forward, this is for Halloween. This is the cold front I talked about. This is Halloween morning. It doesn't look like much, but it does look like a wave is going to come in over the weekend, bringing us cooler weather. But between today and the weekend, the forecast for most of this area, except southern Colorado, down into Arizona, New Mexico, and western Kansas, is going to be getting into a drier high pressure pattern. It's just going to be really cold. While along and south of I-70 today, tonight, tomorrow, and into Wednesday, it's going to be raining, then snowing, and falling temperatures. Thanks for listening and watching the Day Weather Podcast. Stay warm. Talk to you on Tuesday.